Yo! All right! It's been a while since I last talked to you one-on-one like this. It's been pretty busy in the department I work in. I'm still doing that consultation thing, too. I caused you some trouble, too, with that mess at Juness. Do you mean that? Or are you just being nice? Well, whichever it is, you're really something. Back then, I was constantly irritated, wondering why that stuff was happening to me. I was overworked just because I was the store manager's son, and on top of that, tons of people took me for granted. I thought no one was thinking about me. But that's not how I feel now. I took a roundabout way realizing this, but one constant in my life is that people rely on me. I thought before that I was shameless for being like that, but I just don't mind it. When I'm doing things for other people, it helps me try harder. When Nanako-chan was kidnapped, didn't you think I was surprisingly on top of things? Huh? Well, wait, you had other guys there with you too. In any case, I tried pretty hard at the time. Of course, I was serious about wanting to save Nanako-chan and solve the case. But mainly, it was because I thought you were going through some tough times. When we were debating dropping Namatame into the TV, I was just seeing red. I was so overwhelmed with hate and wanting to blame everything on him that I stopped thinking for myself. I think the same could be said about what happened at Juness. People just think about their own interests. But if I ignore them and say it's none of my business, I won't get anywhere. I'll forget what's important, and I won't be able to be proud of myself. I won't be able to say I did my best. I want to keep pushing myself like that. I want the people I care about to be happy. New power? Is this for real? There's a lot I'm grateful for from this past year, but the biggest thing, I think it was that I met you. If you ever lose your way, I'll go knock some sense into you. It won't matter if you're at the ends of the earth or in somewhere dark and bleak. That's what partners are for, right? That makes no sense. We're talking about if you start screwing up. And your punches hurt. I'll never lose my way if it'll keep me from feeling those again.
Yeah! My moves are as sharp as always. I guess this is more my thing after all. Oh. My shoulders were stiff because I've been doing stuff lately that I'm not used to. Actually, Oh, you promise you won't laugh? I was studying and stuff. This is me we're talking about after all. But nope, it's no joke. I started to think studying's kind of fun. Just a little bit. Thinking about Adachi-san made me wonder if he was just weird. But then I thought, if my life had been different, I could have been just like him. Maybe everybody could. I realized that no matter how trivial something seems, it's related to my life. And that scared me. That's why during history class it hit me suddenly that the history we were studying was all connected to me. The people back then, the things they did, their culture, it's all connected, and it's tied to me too. It's not just something that happened a long time ago in a faraway country. Real people laughed, cried, and died there. Math and physics too. They may not make any sense to me, but they're things I can use to help me understand the world. And when I thought about them that way, I got the urge to study harder. But it still didn't make any sense to me. So I'd give up, and then I'd come back to it again. It's an endless cycle. I'm good for nothing after all, huh? Thanks. My way of thinking has changed a lot over this past year. But I think what changed the most is that I like this town now. I didn't hate it before, but it didn't really mean anything to me. Now, though, I realize that everyone is here. Yukiko, Yosuke, even you. All my friends and family. It was the people I believed in that gave me the strength to see the case through. So even if some other weird thing shows up again, I'll be okay as long as everyone's with me. If I believe in them and myself, I can always find a path. That's what I think. Is this power mine? I wonder if this'll help me do more to protect the ones I love. No matter how far away you go, we all want to protect you. We all love you after all. Hey! Thank you. I'm sorry to ask you here so suddenly. It feels a bit awkward going home today. Well, it's actually Customers' Day for me today. That's a day when the inn's employees take turns being customers. We've done it every now and then for a while, but I decided to participate this time too. I wanted to see from a customer's point of view if our inn is truly satisfying, so I asked them to sign me up. Oh?
Well, I'm always dedicated, though. I played customer once before, too, but it made me a little uncomfortable. It was strange having Mother and everyone say things like, "Welcome," to me. That's why I wanted to stay out of it a little longer. But I brought this on myself. I told everyone at the inn that I hadn't planned to take over as manager, that I wanted to leave Inaba. I thought it would be me finally coming clean to everyone, but they all just laughed and said they knew already. It made me realize how small I was. I was surrounded by good people, but I didn't understand that at all. I had myself convinced I had to bear my problems alone. I lied to myself, looked away from small opportunities, and only put my efforts into leaving it all behind. But after making so many good friends like you and Chie, I realized something. If I'm going to take one step at a time away from here, every step I use to run will take me somewhere I don't want to be. And if I keep averting my eyes, one day I might find myself blind to everything. When I open my eyes, I see how vast the world is. If I was alone, I think it would be incredibly scary. But fortunately, I'm surrounded by kind, supportive people. Now I hope I can grow into someone that can support them in turn. My persona? I see. So I can still change. Ever since I fell in love with you, I felt myself changing into someone completely different. I keep finding sides of myself I never noticed before, and I love every one of them. It would make me happy if you did too. Please, continue to stay at my side.
Thank you, Senpai. Was it okay to come out today? Did you have anything you needed to do? You remember when I told you before that I had a #1 fan? A girl who was being bullied and would send me letters? She sent me another letter. She says she's going to stop being my fan. She's made friends with someone, but her new friend is a fan of someone else. It seems she was told something like, "I'll quit being your friend if you stay a Rosette fan." She did say that she'll be cheering for me in her heart, but she won't be sending me any more letters. You mean you, Senpai? You really are kind. Relationships between people are difficult, aren't they, Senpai? There's something like a mutual respect between her and me. I don't even know what she looks like, but I know she has a pure heart. I also know that she's persistent, but when another person enters the picture, things suddenly get complicated. Throw in 4 or 5 people and it's pure chaos. There's no malice involved, and it's no one's fault. Yet we end up hurting each other, becoming lost. It makes me so tired sometimes. But that's why I want to keep trying my best. I mean, I am an idol after all. Thanks. An idol isn't some doll in a window being held up for public display. I think it means somebody who can endure things and stand their ground, no matter which way they're pushed. Even if that girl doesn't write me letters, I bet she'll still watch me if I'm on TV. I can be her strength, as well as many other people's strengths. Even though many things may not go my way and I may be troubled, swept off my feet and get lost, I won't lose. I have to protect the smiles of the people who are precious to me. That's the resolve I found after meeting all of you. I can tell. I sense a power inside of me that I didn't have before. I've learned so many important things from the people I hold dear to me. Senpai, I feel like my heart is about to burst. I'm so excited about the future now. Hardship and sadness and everything, it can all be changed into the power to take a step forward. I'm still just getting started. You and everyone else, you're all gonna keep changing too, in your own ways. And when I smile on TV, I'm smiling for you. So you smile too, Senpai. You have me and everyone else, Senpai. When spring comes around and we have to say goodbye, it'll be sad, sure, but we'll be okay.
Sensei! Woohoo! Woohoo! It's so huge, so wide, so salty! Wait! The salt was actually me sweating. It's tough to skate against the wind. Wow! The winter sea is really cool, too. Coming here with everyone was fun, but it's exciting to be here alone with you, too. This must be the true charm of the winter sea. Sensei, over here! Let's do that thing people are supposed to do on the beach and run around in the surf! Come on, try and catch me! Sensei, why is the sea so huge? The world. I know what that is. It's where everything is, and everything in it is connected. The sea's sparkly. I didn't know anything about anything until I met you and everyone else. Fun things, feelings that make me want to cry, how the sea is so beautiful. I didn't know anything, and I never thought about wanting to learn either. I can feel all kinds of things in me now. All these feelings created after I met all of you. I think that's my life. It's these different feelings that keep me going. There's still tons of things I don't understand, and I don't know what I'm gonna do from here either. But I've decided that I'm gonna do the best with this life that I can. Even though I was scared, I took a step forward and discovered such a wonderful, shiny world. That's why you too, Sensei. Sensei! because you're going away soon, I want you to know, Sensei. But I felt like if I told you, then you'd leave for good. How long is that in Topsicles? If I stop eating them, will it never come? But I'll be okay. It's sad, but being sad is part of life, too. I've made my decision to stop relying on you so much, Sensei. I will now enter the independent Teddy chapter of my life, so that this time I can be your Sensei. Holy moly! Something came out! I'm an all-new model now! Teddy version 3! Or is it 4? Maybe I should study counting first. Oh, but even though I've entered my independent phase, I'm still gonna have Yosuke take care of me. I'm not that independent yet.
You have my gratitude. This place is covered in snow too. It's chilly, but I like the winter and its tranquility. Things have become so peaceful lately. I finally feel like I've gotten used to it. The people of Inaba are thinking about the events that transpired and are making an effort to make the town better. I've heard that a lot of local government projects are being considered, such as bringing back old festivals. It would seem that they're trying to revitalize the town commercially, but I think the people yearn for connection. But as time passes, everything fades away eventually. Whenever I handle a serious case, I always come across a certain problem. Man can forget about painful memories, and in doing so, wipe away tears and learn to stand up again. But because we forget, we repeat the same mistake that caused those bad memories in the first place. Being able to get used to difficulty is a strength, but people make mistakes because they get set in their ways. But after meeting you, I feel as if I've found an answer to these doubts. I feel that as long as you can find something precious in your heart, something to protect, you'll be okay. And as long as you have that precious someone, no matter how much you forget, you can strive for a better future. Of course, I have people who are precious to me as well. That's why I'm thinking about doing whatever I can, for them too. This isn't just about me. I draw my strength from everyone else. They keep me alive. I've never considered things like that before. And, of course, the ones who taught me to think that way are none other than you and all my other friends. Thank you. Really.
there's a new power budding in my heart. I wonder if this means that I'm still capable of change. I'm going to keep learning from here on, and as long as I do, I can always change. That doesn't just apply to me. I'm sure the same can be said about you, too. I'm starting to look forward a bit to getting older. Me, you, and everyone else is going to keep changing. We'll all be having effects on each other, all those years. I want to watch how all of us change each other all throughout my life. That's what I truly want.